Cody, as soon as I hit the stream button is not the time to torment the dog. If anybody tunes in, they're gonna think there's an earthquake. Oh look, stream preview is already up. I guess I'm live then. Hello! Hello! So I think I'm camped right outside the entrance to the morgue. Before I really get started, I wanted to address something. In between streams, I respect everyone with withers. It's most characters I didn't do a lot. I just don't always think I make the best level up decisions all the time. And I've learned a lot about stats and stuff since I started playing. So I updated everybody and I wanted to go through that just a smidge before I got started. That does include Bellatrix. Don't worry, Bellatrix isn't any smarter or anything like that. I just upped her constitution and lowered her dexterity a bit, because that's better for spellcasters. So there's her. All her spells should be mostly the same and everything. I didn't do anything at all with Shadowheart yet. I have plans for her later. For Astarion, he should also be pretty much the same. I don't think I necessarily changed anything with him. If I did, it wasn't much. I did use the indigo dye on his stuff though. It's like purple and black, and that was my ultimate plan for him. Indigo is just a rarer dye. And I was waiting to match something else, but it's taking forever to get that dye. Lae'zel should also be about the same. I think when I respect her, though, it did fix the problem from stat loss from the Zacisk. So I think respecking with withers does fix that. Gale should also be more or less the same. I might have altered the spells I picked. I also gave him like a reverberation set of equipment. Just equipment that synergized better than what he originally had. For Karlach, she should be mostly the same. For Will, Will is actually the one I did the most change with. I changed from Pact of the Blade to Pact of the Tome. And I multi-classed him into Sorcerer. This is something I've been wanting to try with Will for a long time. I'm looking forward to using him. Not that we'll be using him that often, but Sorcerer and Warlock is supposed to be like a pretty okay combination, so we'll see how that goes. And I guess that's everybody.
Let's get going.
Has my medication affected my sleep at all? I'm on Ritalin now, for people who don't know. I'm not sure. The medication should be well out of my system when I'm trying to sleep, but it can cause some insomnia, which I have had, but since I have ADHD, I've kind of always had insomnia. So I can't tell. Alright. We're going into the morgue. I hate it in here, for the record. I hate it in here a lot. Here we go.
That's curious.
I'm in here 30 seconds and I found a secret button. Notice! A reminder, sisters, do not forget that patients passing through these hallowed halls must needs be stripped of frivolous items such as jewelry, timepieces, and extraneous gold amounts. These burdens can be hidden safely and stored in the vault behind the hidden wall. that they do not confuse matters between ourselves and Kethric's justiciars. We'd like to avoid misunderstandings, if possible. I think everything down here is either empty or full of rags, though. Yeah, we're not going to waste too much time going through all that stuff. Hit the secret button, though. Secret button! To room with burnt corpses! That's good. And a treasure chest. I'm probably not going to use this. Oh, I wanted to add that to wares. If we could do... There we go. Alright, let's see what else is down here. Is there anything on the other side of the room? Doesn't look like there will be. Oh, there's some booze. Booze is always good. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Alright. Let's go this way. Alright, I got something to do. Before we go in there, everybody's gonna drink some elixir of poison resistant.
My faith will guide me.
Everybody. I'm metagaming a little bit, because I know what will happen in there.
Well, hello.
Hello. I need more elixirs. I should make some. Since that is a thing you can do. There we go. Why don't I do that
I'm ready.
before I forget about it? I don't think I've ever talked about the alchemy tab on here, but you can make your own potions and elixirs. You'll find books that give you recipes and stuff. You just have to make extracts first. You can do it individually, or you can just use create all ingredients. Make life easy. And then make your own potions. Oh my god. You can scroll over and change the any suspension to be a specific suspension. If you're trying not to use potions you want to use for other things. Or not to use ingredients you want to use for other potions, rather. I generally don't worry about it that much. My dog is teasing my cat. If you were here at the very start of stream, then you probably already heard my dog teasing cat. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made anything because it's not particularly interesting to watch. Oh no, I can't make any more poison resistance. That's an, ooh, I can make a universal resistance. But I did want to do it on screen once. I will probably do it off screen now that I've done it on screen once. But I did want to at least show it. And I couldn't even make the poison resistance elixirs I wanted. Now, there's kind of like a green haze in here, but right now there's no poison gas.
Strange. The dust on the leftmost door has been wiped clean.
On the leftmost door? Oh no! Zombies! In a morgue! Now there's poison gas in the room. Because the zombies were standing on poison vents. So that's fun. Oh! Cat sneezed freshly into my microphone.
Time to strike.
This is one of the reasons I don't like the morgue. This poison gas, if you don't know it's here, is a pain in the butt. Really? Really right now? Kill it. Thank you.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's do this. Why don't we? Let me move forward a smidge. I upped her concentration so she can concentrate on spells. Let's use a spell we need to concentrate on. Bane gives everybody like a -4 to attack rolls, so it's not a bad thing to have concentration on. Oh man, there's ones over there I couldn't even see. That's fun. Ooh. If you could get like right here, Shadowheart, and there you go. So many zombies. Look at all the poison gas in this room. This is nightmarish.
Time to strike.
Like a Starion.
Let my name
Starion's
be
a nightmare. Damage dealing nightmare. Oh, why does everything survive with one hit point? Die.
Time to push my luck again.
I'm gonna need y'all to step off if you don't mind. Sorry, Shadowheart.
Greasier than a warm roast.
Ew. Alright. That one has a lot of HP. Ooh, let's do this. Spirit Guardians is a great spell. You just walk into things and kill them. Be in the general vicinity. The Starion's a critical hit machine. I love it.
Let my name be known. Still breathing, despite everything.
What to do with you? Let's do this. I didn't rest or anything between streams, by the way. Respecking with Withers seems to have restored everybody's spell slots. I'm not complaining. There we go. I'm not really gonna bother looting these bodies. I've mentioned it before, but the undead never have anything good. What's in here? What have we here? A Starion, the chest is locked. And I lowered my dexterity, so if I couldn't open it before, I can't open it now.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. At least things have stayed interesting.
Ooh, this is a really good robe. Let's send that to camp. Oh, something else I did do between streams, and I didn't even do it for stream. I did it for something else. I turned off karmic dice. So we'll see how that goes. It could go very badly. Olam's journal. This journal, and I don't want to read all of it because it's a little early for me to read a whole book, but this journal talks about someone trying to dispel Shar's darkness and slowly losing his mind in the shadows. It's really sad. And it gives you inspiration. It says it's a dead Aasimar's journal. I think this guy's supposed to be an Aasimar. It says he's human, though. I don't know if that's because Aasimar is technically not a race in the game. Like, you can't play an Aasimar. What is karmic dice? It's kind of like weighted dice. It prevents you from rolling streaks of failure. So it kind of balances how often you fail with how often you win while still keeping the dice rolls mostly random. Um, there's people who say it's better to play with it, people who say it's better to play without it. Playing without it is a more authentic experience because it's not keeping track of how often you fail or succeed, it's just rolling.
Something over there.
Something over there. It's a lever. What's over here, though? Over here is where we are. Piles of bones, skeletons, skulls. As you do. Over here.
Is there blood on the shelves? Probably cold and congealed. Oof.
Oof. Ooh, healing potions.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I do wish I
Watch
had
how
a
you
bag
go.
of
There's a
holding.
trap.
Addendum. Oh. By the first. It is no longer necessary to log names. Race or creature type is sufficient. MT. Addendum the second. You will use either the term donor or vessel when describing a source of extraction. Victim is an ugly and inaccurate word. Name, redacted. Race, half-elf. Occupation, farmer. Cause of death, extremity amputation. Instruction fluid, blood. Notes, cadaver dumped in canal. Name, redacted. Race, human. Occupation, unknown. Cause of death, live extraction. Oh. Extraction fluid, blood, lymph, spinal fluid. Notes, refused toll payment. Cadaver cremated after extraction. Name, unknown. Race, ogre. Occupation, cause of death, fatal wounds to skull and torso. Extraction fluid, blood. Notes, corpse confiscated by Balthazar. List continues for many pages.
Quite the list of characters, but hardly my taste.
Astarion. Astarion. Astarion, why?
How delicious.
Why? Oh, it's not only trapped, it's locked. I wish the default on locked things was just to lockpick. It's really lazy, but I wish it wasn't another thing to click. It's one of the reasons I'm considering also buying the PC version of this game.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The only reason I don't have the PC version yet is I'm waiting for Steam Workshop support so I can get mods without having to figure out how to actually use mods. Woohoo! Yes, I want this. I couldn't remember if this was the kind you coat your weapon with or the kind you drink. Oh, look! It's more donors. Donor, unidentified gnome. Recovered bladder, left lung. Cause of death, unknown necrosis. Notes, gangrenous skin. Distal extremities missing. That's delightful. Donor, unidentified dwarf. Recovered left hand, both feet, and brain, left hemisphere. Cause of death, abdominal hole. Arcane origin. Notes, run through by lightning. Brain's right hemisphere scorched. Donor, unidentified human. Recovered skeletal remains only. Cause of death, cremation. Arcane origin. Notes, delivered in urn. The list goes on. The final entry includes an extensive note inked in the following script. Ketherick promised the finest of specimens, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. I will talk to my nephew. Whether he listens is another matter. You know, the morgue is a delightful place. The morgue has the best stuff in it. Did I use this lever? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I discovered all too late that I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I ought to have turned to that which has already been performed by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to the carapace of the carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during the refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. I think I did use this. I'll figure it out. I do actually love how Astarion comments on blood almost every time you encounter it in any quantity. It's just good lore writing for me. There we go. And I think Astarion has some of the best lore writing, and I'm not just being biased, I'm being a little biased. But his writer did a lot of other writing for the game, and so he has some extra character interactions. For Astarion, I don't think because he favoritized Astarion, I think just because he was writing them both relatively close together. Like, he also, I think, worked on the Dark Urge story a bunch. Look, a gross, disgusting pit. Yay. Let's jump in the pit. What could go wrong? Oh my god.
There is work to do.
Everybody,
I know what to do.
get down here and help me.
Eager for battle.
There's noxious fumes down here too, so that's great. Help me, I'm dying.
Can't last much longer.
So there's a lot of damage happening. Thank you, Astarion. Have I mentioned how much I love you today? I don't think I could. Go big or go home, Bellatrix. We're in trouble.
Ready.
All of the healing. Shadowheart's much better at it than Bellatrix. Ow. These things, I think, are resistant to slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, all the physical damages, you know? Oh wait, I have Rally. I should help her. I don't know what my brain thought this knight in armor was. Oh my god. But it wasn't an enemy. Like I said, I don't know what I registered it as. I'm just trying to stay alive. That's right. Drop your sword, you sorry. Oh, there's a shadow on the inside.
Swift and lethal.
There we go. Now we're just in a disgusting hole full of bodies and fetid ooze, all to get this armor that gives you resistance to necrotic damage. Now I would like to get out of the hole, please. Get out of the gross pit. How do I get out? There we go. Have mercy. There we go. This should take us around to the other entrance to the morgue. Because yes, there are multiple entrances to the morgue. One comes into the acid pit. The other one is outside the House of Healing. That's the one I went in. Is there a treasure chest over there? There is.
Assume nothing.
Lae'zel. Lae'zel, will you get the treasure chest for me? Thank you. Oh, it's locked. That's fine. Alright, try to unlock it because that didn't work. Oh, good lord. I did it! I really didn't expect that to work. Ooh. Whenever a creature deals damage to the wearer, that creature takes 1 to 4 acid damage. I take. I think that's one of my favorite cloaks, actually. Does anybody in this party not have a cloak? I know Lae'zel does.
Careful, I might.
Oh. Astarion doesn't have one yet. I'll give that to Astarion. I actually like that color with the indigo, but we'll probably dye it indigo later. Oh. There we go. Alright. We should take a nap. You know, you could look at the backpack. There you go. So let's take a nap. Before everybody dies. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to tell Arabella what happened to her parents. I was standing around waiting for stream to start, by the way, and there's something growling in my camp. It's very disturbing.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops?
Well, for once, I find myself at a loss for words. They're gone, Arabella. I'm sorry.
No. No. I don't believe you.
I wish this were simply another tale, but it's not. I'm telling you the truth.
They'd never leave me. They promised. Get away from me. Go!
Oh, poor Arabella. Also, Bard options for that interaction are probably the nicest options I've ever had. I don't know, I just think the dialogue options for telling Arabella are a little cold sometimes, or a little, like, just not considerate. I mean, there's always, like, a nice option, a mean option, but I always felt like the ones for Arabella, like, the nice option wasn't nice enough. You know what I mean? Where's my traveler's chest? It's on the opposite direction I am going in. I went to see if I have any more indigo dye for Astarion. I need to sort this thing more than it already is. What? I forgot my alphabet. It's fine. That's not important. They don't teach that in grade school. Alright. Let's see what this cloak looks like. Dyed. Nice.
Can't give up now.
Alright. I don't think there will be any cutscenes or anything. I don't think anybody has anything to say. So we'll just go to bed. I really wish I knew who snored, because I only hear it when I'm playing as Bellatrix. Oh no, maybe it's Bellatrix. Oh no. Let's touch base with Arabella again.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No.
Oh my god.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours, too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane. But she shan't remain here.
Why not? I'm not sending her out there alone.
Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. The weave knows thy purpose. It will guide thee, if thou dost listen.
You can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You feel grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Oh, I got a ring. I got a ring that I don't think I've ever used. So I'm gonna sell it. What if you have Arabella but not Withers? I don't think that's possible, because if you don't find Withers in his tomb, he just frickin' shows up. Withers will be joining your adventure whether you like it or not. Also, Arabella's power, we actually only got a portion of it. It lets us cast it on, basically cast Entangle on shadows and undead, but it only works on shadows and undead, so it's like a worse version of Entangle. So I guess if you were just starting in the Shadowlands, it would be useful, but now that I've fought most of the shadows, I don't think it's going to be that useful. Maybe against undead. We'll see. Oh, look, a little fishing shack. Uh-oh. What could go wrong? La la la. Oh my god! I love this. They're all attacking. They're attacking the wall rather than just walk in. Like, there's a door, my dudes. You could have walked in the... Now they're attacking the other door for the other fish people. You know, it's a shame these guys are shadow cursed. If they were normal Kuatoa, maybe I'd be their god. But they're not normal Kuatoa. They're demon undead fish people. Oh, there are so many of them. Alright.
Let's play.
Oh, it's Darian. You left it alive with 3 HP. Not cool, dude. Yeah.
Taste my fury.
Let's go ahead and action surge. There are a lot of fish people. There are a lot of fish people.
What lies within?
Okay. Why don't you? Oh, don't do that. I was hoping it would hit more. That's fine. We'll just cast Spirit Guardians and, like, stand in this little doorway. You know, there's not... Can you... Without hitting your friends, kind of... Go for it. Not her best. Not her best attack. Oh no, they caught Astarion! That's fine. He doesn't need freedom of movement to destroy everything. Spirit Guardians also counts as difficult terrain, so if you put Shadowheart in a choke point like she is here, it makes it really hard for your opponents to get past. So that's also fun.
You bow, or you break.
This is going pretty well. Death and destruction. Poor Historian's still stuck in a net. I'm unhittable. Are you free, Astarion? Are you free? Yes. Come kill things for me.
On my way.
Where are you going? Oh, I guess I clicked on the roof.
I will ascend.
Well, have fun up there, Astarion. Not where I meant to send you. Let's see. Do these guys resist necrotic damage before I do this? They do. So let's whack it. You don't want to come in? Perhaps you should come in. You can't run from Lae'zel. It's unfortunate that you tried.
Spill some blood.
Astarion, come back down.
I am fury. I am death.
I don't think Lae'zel can get back to hit this one. No, that's okay. It's not going to live much longer.
Fuck-faced loon.
I love cutting words. Oh. I killed it by just standing here. There's fish treasure in this chest. I almost died for fish treasure. I am looting the hell out of these guys. They do have a special spear that's good if you're doing like a lightning-based build. I don't think I'm doing a lightning-based build for anybody. I mentioned when I redid Gale's equipment, I gave him a bunch of reverberation stuff. I accidentally sent that to camp. I'll have to remember to get that out of the box. And I'm kind of doing like a poison / acid build with Will after I respect him. Doing a great job picking stuff up, guys. A great job. Oh, a note.
Gone fishing. Catch you later, Ellis.
Where is this at? This is if you go all the way through the morgue, or if you're at this quest marker, which is right outside the Justiciar Temple, you can walk down some rocks. I plan on walking up those rocks, so you'll see that here in a moment. I think I might have once entered the morgue from this way, actually. I feel like the first time I found the morgue, I found the acid pit before I found, like, the morgue part of the morgue. And couldn't figure out how to get there from the acid pit. Because I think you have to have jump or fly to get there from the acid pit. It's not a huge loss not to find these guys, though. Like I said, his spear is really only good if you're doing like a lightning-based build, and the rest of the stuff isn't that great. It's good if you need experience, though. There are so many fish people. And after I redid my equipment, I realized there's some equipment I might want to buy, or buy back some equipment I sold, because isn't that how it always goes? This is why sometimes I never sell anything. I'm like, what if I change my mind and I need it later? It's like when you don't use things in case you need it later, but then you never use it for the whole game, and then what was the point of having it in the first place, you know? Typical RPG stuff. Anyway, if I climb up here, this will show you another way you can get down here. Here we go. Come on, kids. I need you kind of close behind. There we go. Ta-da!
That's curious.
Who is that over there?
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark she went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which she herself fed.
How long have you been standing around practicing that little recital?
Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead.
And what dangers are those?
Oh, we both know they are soon to be revealed. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. prepare you for your role.
Fine. Paint me a picture.
There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed.
Paint me a clearer picture than that. I can only fail if I roll a 1.
Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it.
Ooh.
Consider no other course of action.
You're still only telling me half of what you really know. I can tell.
This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps? I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that.
Fair enough.
You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
Well, that was a fairly cheery interaction. Do you have anything to say about that? I don't think you do.
Gosh, you're beautiful.
Are you really going to trust that devil to keep his word if we kill this Orthon?
I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us.
Just stay on guard.
Am I not the very definition of careful?
No. No, not at all. This is what I'm trying to get. There we go. These you might have noticed.
Makeshift Selûnite graves.
Yep.
They must have fallen in the fight against the Sharans all that time ago.
Can tell because of the little crescent moon. Like I said, I don't like digging up graves, so I won't be doing that. We're not going in here yet.
Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts.
We did, or we should have unlocked a waypoint here for when we need it, but I want to look at the rest of this map first, because there's still this chunk of map, and there's a chunk of map over here that I haven't done yet, and we need to wake up Artculla, so there's a lot more to do on this map, And there's a point of no return deeper inside that temple. Like, if I wanted to, I could go in and show you the first floor. No problem. But, well, that would be silly. Might as well wait until we can do the whole thing. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I am because I have no sense of direction. Did Raphael imply he was a monster? Raphael doesn't imply he's a monster. He says he's a monster all the time. You know, my lisp is bad enough without me saying monster like a 12-year-old. Jesus. Alright. I'm going slightly the wrong way. Need to go up this way and around. He's really slimy. Raphael is really slimy. Some people like it. It is not for me. I do not like the slime. Only the charm. This isn't where I was trying to go, but I'll take a chest of alchemy ingredients. Okay. There we go. Alright, I
The
think...
psionic detector is sounding. Vlaakith's warriors are upon us.
Oh boy. I love fighting Gith. They don't destroy me every time. Here they are!
Well, Wargaz failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
It hurt.
Are you sure? I think you will.
I will ascend.
Absolute destruction. Hi, how are you? Stunned, critical hit, absolutely wrecked.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Don't attack your teammates, Bellatrix. That's not nice.
Your chest empty as a debtor's purse.
Weapons dropped. Yes.
My faith will protect me.
Can you get down there, please? Before these two cause trouble? Was this scripted? Yes, they're always here.
Twice as full of shite.
I will take the art.
No, don't drop your weapon. I hate dropping my weapons. There are a few things I find more annoying than dropping my weapon. Don't miss, lady. Now is not the time to miss. Where is she? There she is. Rally your friend. She's struggling down there.
Blood comes easy these days.
I'm coming down. Where's Shadowheart? Okay, I wanted to see if I could do this without hitting her. I don't think I can. Okay. This without hitting her? Yes. It didn't look like she was in range, but apparently she was. Get the spirit guardians going and pick up your weapon. Where is it? There it is. Well, if I had known... Well, that was just a wasted turn for Shadowheart, really. That's sad. I didn't even realize that guy was over there. It's fine. Bellatrix is just laying on the ground getting destroyed. She just punched that guy. I mean, good for you, Shadowheart. Astarion continuing to be a destructive monster. As he should be. You're missing an awful lot, Lae'zel. An awful lot.
Let's end this.
I guess I'm gonna do this again, actually. Worth it. Where's the other one?
On my way.
Lae'zel and Shadowheart seems to have swapped roles for this particular battle. Never mind.
Don't waste a step.
You annoy me. Not so tough now, are you? You don't have your sword.
Let's turn someone inside out.
I don't know if you're in a position where you can actually hit anybody. There you go. Did I hit him? Okay.
I am fury. I am death.
Lae'zel, please. Thank you.
Got to concentrate.
He picked up and equipped his weapon, and that was basically the entirety of his turn.
I will ascend.
Alright. Had enough of your nonsense.
Right. The Quanith alerted us to the hunters.
Oh, Lae'zel has something to say. A moment, Lae'zel. I need to give Shadowheart back her weapon. Here we go.
Let's move.
You had something to say, dear?
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Well then. And the theme of Githyanki having snackies all the time continues to be true. It will never not be funny to me that the Githyanki carry snackies with them. I also, you can tell some of their weapons have light cast on them to help fight the shadow curse. Oh, I'm encumbered. I'm carrying too much garbage. Someone take a bunch of my garbage. Thanks. Haha, this place is full of mushrooms. I didn't do nothing to make Lae'zel miss. I fixed her stats. They were worse. It's not my fault. The words veterinary log are crossed out at the top of the ledger. Meat yield is written underneath. Well, that's depressing. Both for the horses and for the people living here. If you start eating your horses, that's usually not a great sign. Ooh, psionic ward armor. And bracers. It's like Lae'zel's armor, but better. Do what has been asked of you. Stop the interlopers. Take back what is mine, else your punishment will be severe, by order of your queen. Just in case there was any doubt that it was Blacketh herself. Oh, I encumbered myself again. It's going great. I really need to go somewhere and sell all the crap I'm carrying. I'm carrying so much crap. Alright, I think that's everything here. If you keep going this way, which we will, just so we can see. You hear that drumming? It's very ominous.
Clustered fires and tents. The Absolute's army is camped here. Better not press my luck.
Oh, let's just have a look.
The countless distant silhouettes leave you no doubt. A veritable army swarms the path ahead.
There's a point where bravery becomes stupidity. And walking into that would be very, very stupid.
You're right. We shouldn't go that way yet. That's actually the way to Act 3, but I'm pretty sure right now it's just the way to a nice game over screen. And since I have no desire to show that particular game over screen right now, we are going to stay here a little longer. This is the quest marker for that shipment from Visibald? Visibald, the corpse roses, to make his special poison. Which I'll probably do later. It's a nice little poison. Alright, I think that's everything here. Although it looks like that's traversable. I don't know if there's anything over there. We could find out. I don't remember there being anything over there, but better safe than sorry. How would I get over there? From over here? Well, now I'm just stuck. There you go. Alright. Here we go. I don't remember if that's even traversable over there or not, to be honest. Because I can't remember if there's anything important there. But because I can't remember if there's anything important there, that's kind of why I went to check it out. There we go. There we go. I actually don't know that I've ever been up here before.
That's curious.
Because I don't remember any of this.
be worth a look.
Well, there's 2 treasure chests up here, so I guess it was worth it. Also, I have definitely never been on top of these rocks before. This is weird. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is terrifying. Whew. Alright, let's warp. Let's warp back to Moonrise for a hot minute. This'll let me sell the stuff that keeps encumbering me. And there's something I want to investigate over here. Something I saw in a YouTube video, actually. About an encounter that I had never found before, that I want to see if I can find. But first, lots of junk to sell.
The Absolute's war drums beat loud in your chest. How may I serve?
How may you serve? Take all of my garbage. Thanks. I don't think I can sell any of my other wares to you because I don't think you have enough money to buy it. We'll see if you have anything I want real quick. Like I said, I might want to buy back some of the stuff that I sold. Doesn't look like you have any of it, though. Well, since you can't
well, true soul.
buy all my garbage, let's talk to Roa.
Ever at your service.
I know. You can only buy some of Lae'zel's stuff, but not all of Lae'zel's stuff. I don't have a paladin, but I kind of want to buy this armor. So I will, just in case. That should also give you enough money to buy all of Lae'zel's stuff. So there's that. Is that dice? That is dice. Any good dice? Nope. Only boring dice. I'm gonna buy that. I think that's a buy back, actually. Oh, Sally. Sorry, one of my cats is being very insistent about being in my face. Alright, I want to check in with Araj too. Where exactly is she? I know she's near the kitchen. I just don't know where exactly near the kitchen. Over here? Yes.
Welcome back, true soul.
Did you have... It was this that I wanted. What do these do? I will take this. And you know what? I'll take that too. And I'll take the healing potions. Is that a potion of speed?
Come
okay,
back anytime.
Alright. And I did mention that there was an encounter here that I've never found. I saw it in a YouTube video and I want to see if I can find it. We need to go to Balthazar's room first, I think. And go out onto the decks. I actually saw a video that had quite a few encounters I'd never had. A big reason I hadn't encountered a lot of them was because they were from doing things I'd never do. This one, though, was just I did not explore well enough and missed this entirely. Is it up there? Is it those? It must be those. I need someone who can get up there. There we go. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to be able to get up here without some help. I don't want her to go alone. That would be unfortunate.
No one stopped me yet.
Don't jump down, Lazo. I have a plan. At least one of us is going with you. I'm looking for this. Is that still too high for you, Bellatrix, and your tiny stick legs? It is. That's sad, Bellatrix. That's real sad. Well, in that case, I guess Shadowheart's going with you. It's a power duo right here. Up we go. Oh my gosh, it's really foggy up here. Ta-da! Where am I? I've definitely never been up here. Let's... Ooh!
Silence! We hunger, true soul. The Absolute promised us a feast of corpses, and still we starve.
I have something in my pack if you'd like.
Foot flesh. Scraps. The real feast is below. They drop corpses down into the tunnels. Enough to feed an army of us. If the Absolute will not share her dead flesh, we will tear it from the backs of the living.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Your friends seem faithful enough, so they may start by feeding on your flesh.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
You would never.
Oh dear.
The feet are mine.
Oh god.
Get away!
Oh! Oh, look at him. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Are you gonna fight me if I'm just gonna... Yep, you guys have fun. Anything else up here? Oh. How unfortunate for you. Well, this has been fun. And I had no idea they were up here. I wish I could remember the person who uploaded the YouTube video. It wasn't, like, it's not a particularly important interaction. But it is a little bit of lore building. And it's something I've never seen before, and that's always fun.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
We will warp. Where do I want to warp to? Let's warp here. We're gonna do He Who Was first. We have Madeline's ledger, which means we can do his quest. I want to make sure I'm going the right way. I wish there was a warp point closer to him. Where is he? Actually, over here? Oh. We should do this from last light. Alright, this way. Yeah, we're going to do him first, because it shouldn't take as long. I just have to remember the correct way to get to him. Like I said, I wish there was a warp point closer to him, because every time I do this quest, it's like, I've got to walk a really long way to get to him. Because all the warp points are really far away, and you think there would be a warp point closer to the quest marker. And I don't like walking past all the dead tieflings. Am I going the wrong way? I am. And there... It's fine. I have a sense of direction, I swear. I don't. Actually, that's completely untrue. I have no sense of direction whatsoever. Not even a little bit. If I did, I wouldn't get lost so often. In real life and in video games. This way? This way. Goodness. Is this near where the game was crashing from that battle? Or was that a couple of ledges over? I think that was actually a couple of ledges over. Yeah, I remember, because there wasn't anything important there. I kept crashing the game for nothing. Here he is.
The air stirs in trepidation. You have the ledger.
So I do.
We have it. Her lies, her guilt. Madeline reported her friends to a dark justiciar and fled when they were butchered. Well, she flees no more. I will be the conduit for Madeline's spirit. I will force her to face trial, and you will be the judge. Make her beg. Make her suffer.
I'd like to hear her story first. I imagine it's quite the tale.
Careful, for a serpent in life is a serpent in death. Witness.
Goodness.
You said I was gonna be punished. That you'd be the judge. But I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
This is like a really screwed up version of Speak with Dead. Why don't you tell me what happened?
I said it didn't mean nothing. That Ben and Mark were just drunk and whining. The Dark Justiciar promised she was gonna chat with him. She promised!
And what did the Dark Justiciar actually do to your friends?
She gave him a dagger each and told him to press it against their stomachs on the count of 3 to to start stabbing. And not stop till she said so. She never said stop. I'd do anything to take it back. Anything.
So, you have a couple of choices here. You can just forgive her. It makes he who was very angry. You can tell her she's a coward. Or you can try and get her to stab herself. If you try to get her to stab herself, you do have the option of saying, thinking or being willing to do it is enough, I forgive you. Or making her stab herself. If you do it once and let her go, he who was is pleased with that. If you keep doing it, I think he who was is either displeased or dead. Personally, I think she's a coward. She had no real reason to tell the Dark Justiciar. Her friends said anything. Yours is a classic tale of cowardice. Were you a character in a tale of mine, I would kill you off immediately.
You're right. I'm a killer. A monster. I should have died instead.
Glorious. Look, my hand still shakes. You broke her most thoroughly. Well done.
This was just some perverted fantasy of yours, wasn't it?
Perhaps. But we both got what we wanted, didn't we? You have done well. Her pain and anguish were sublime. I will treasure it. Here, for your services. Should I find another murderer in need of torment, I shall call upon you. Farewell.
And he gives you gloves. Gloves that summon the Raven. In case you want to be insulted on a daily basis. I'm gonna take a long rest, because...
Just a brief respite.
I said a long rest, children, just because I want to get my spell slots back for what's about to happen. Although while I'm here, I did buy things that I wanted. One of them I wanted for Gale, because I gave him a reverberation build. I am selling the Raven gloves. I have no desire to be insulted on a daily basis. Thank you very much. And one of them I wanted to look at for Will. Where is it? Because I don't remember who was in charge when I bought it. It was you. Nah, actually, we'll store that for now. Okay. I am convinced that it's Bellatrix snoring. That is most unfortunate.
See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
Do you ever want to know about supplies?
Excuse me.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
I'm only here to see if you have new dice, because Because I know you can sell the dyes that I really want. I just haven't seen you with them yet. Sad. This is a rare dye, though. I do want this.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's go and take this loot that we found that belongs to Art and see if we can use it to wake him up.
I'm fine.
Hello. Oops.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name.
Oops.
This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel.
I just keep bumping into the mic. I'm sorry. I found a loot. It seems to have belonged to this flaming fist.
Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
I'm very disappointed I don't have a special bard option for this.
Daniel!
No.
He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Daniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Daniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes.
I'll let Halsin handle this.
Lavender. Whenever I saw Daniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
Okay. Oh, Strings of Fate. I didn't have a special bard option, but I do have an entertainer background inspiration. I suppose that's an okay consolation prize. I'm gonna go this way. No, I'm gonna go this way first. This isn't the way to the lakeshore that Halsin's going to, but it is something I want to make sure I don't forget to show. Because I didn't do it before, because the shadows over here were too deep to do anything about. There's a little house over here, and inside the house, the shadows are just as strong as they are in Rythwind. So you need a moon lantern or to be very, very fast when you are in here. But there's 2 skeletons in here, each with a gold ring. I think it's implied to be a wedding band.
Keep your distance, darling.
So that's kind of sad and kind of sweet. It just makes me think of that scene in the Titanic with the elderly couple snuggling on the bed as the ship is sinking, you know? These two were just here, cuddling in bed, while the shadow curse slowly overtook them. Anyway, there's some really nice stealthy armor in here. So that's fun, I think. Some clothes. I think sometimes there's some really good clothes in there. I did not get lucky today. And this is the way, those roots underneath the inn, these are where they come out if you decide to climb up. That's why I didn't climb up. I knew they would take me into level 3 Shadow Curse, and I didn't want to die. I don't think there's anything else over here, though. I think the main reason to go in there is the armor.
Something over there. What's that?
And the little teeny bit of storytelling. And little teeny bits of storytelling like that are one of the reasons I like this game. Nothing explicit, no letters, nothing in your face. Just a little casual storytelling. Like the fireball wand in the Underdark. That's another really good example. Alright. Where are we going? We are going this way. Bex is still hanging out down here. I think Danis is around somewhere too. Dang, Howson be walking slow. I took a whole detour and you still ain't where you're supposed to be, my good sir. Alright. I'm gonna save. Because there's a chance I will get wrecked.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
What do I expect?
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell. But thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there. Alone.
Hold on. Shouldn't I come with you?
No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this. And I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
You can count on me.
Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works. Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. How do I want to do this? Astarion, why don't you sit up here? Stand real close and guard the portal. Well done. Well done. Ow. You only have to survive 5 turns. You don't have to kill everybody. You just have to make sure the portal doesn't go down. Hi. You're like kind of in my way. If you have control spells like Hunger of Hadar or Firewall or things like that, those are really good here. to cast, like, in front of it.
Victory awaits. This is your end.
Unfortunately, I do not. I don't have a great controller in this party. Oh man, I dropped my weapon and it screwed up my hot bars. I hate it when I drop my weapon and it screws up my hot bars. Ugh. Okay. We are gonna go big on the Spirit Guardian. And you are going to stand right here where everything on that side's going to be coming from. Here they come. And yes, they will take range shots. It's really annoying.
More foes. Halsin better get back soon.
Oh dear. Don't worry, a lot of them only have 1 HP. Are there any mods that fix the weapon drop menu issue? I don't know. I know there's mods for better hotbars in general. But the hotbars are also completely different on PCs, so I don't know if the same issue is even there. Excuse me while I just wipe out an entire population of undead crows. You can do it. No. Alright. Shoot them then. No, shoot that one. You missed.
Keep fighting.
Why don't you just
Moving.
No. Please run right into my Spirit Guardians. I'm sure it will only end well for you.
Yes, warriors. Some must have fallen to the curse.
Where? Oh, you are right up here. I'm gonna need you to not. Please and thank you. Let's swing another fireball. Let's do it. How much HP do those guys have? A bunch. There. That was pretty good. I can't really see where that Shadow Mastiff went, and that makes me nervous, but there we go. Oh, I took the Great Weapon Master feat with Lae'zel, which, if you get a critical, lets you attack again as a bonus attack.
Got to focus.
So there's that.
Got to press on.
There we go. Shadowheart's just a force to be reckoned with. Let's also turn undead. Yes. The screaming. That's right. Run away. Flee. Oh, the game is tweaking out real hard right there. We might crash.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, it's struggling. There it goes. It did not like that everybody ran away. Ugh. Oh no, it put out my flames! I need those flames! Where are you? Stupid! Oh no, bad dog. Go big or go home. There it goes.
Swift and lethal.
There we go. I did save beforehand. Not because I thought the game would crash, but because I thought I might struggle with this battle.
Let's finish this.
Can you? See how many of these you can get. There you go. Oh, I think Bellatrix is too far away to, like, actually do anything.
Swift and lethal. What should I do?
Can you even get over there, Shadowheart? It would be really cool if you could. Oh, hey, she found a secret chest. Aw, you left him alive with 1 HP. That's okay. He died.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
We should get him somewhere safe.
Yes. I'll bring him back to camp. He'll be safest with us. I need to examine him. I need to understand what's wrong. It's almost like something's missing from him. Come see us when you can.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Hey, everybody leveled up.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Woo! Oh, I get a new spell. What spell do I want? Oh, invisibility would be a very good utility spell. I think I will take. I either want invisibility or mass cure wounds. I'm gonna take mass cure wounds, actually. For a Astarion. We are going to keep going with Ranger, which gives us a new feat. What feat do I want? I think we're just gonna go with the ability increase, actually. And take that dexterity to the max. Shadowheart got another level of cleric. Yeah, actually, Mass Cure Wounds and Divine Strike are good choices. We'll go with that. What is this? You have become durable as an iron golem. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can roll again using the new result instead. We're actually gonna multi-class Lae'zel. We're gonna take a couple of levels of Barbarian.
I have a lot on my mind.
And we're gonna quick save again. I don't know if...
A faded memory of a boy and girl sharing their first kiss. Your own heart almost flutters in tune with theirs.
I don't know if anybody has any really good loot around here. Mostly just equipment to be sold.
You glimpse a young harper on the eve of battle against Thorn long ago. He and his comrades toast each other in last light. You sense a fading echo of the person who once was, a dockhand. He did not ask for this.
Oh, well, that's sad. I know one of these shadow vestiges is actually kind of funny. There's absolutely no way for me to know which one it is.
Desperate prayers to Selûne echoing from the past. They did not save him. You sense a fading echo of the person who once was, a dockhand. He did not ask for this. You can almost feel the heat from the forge. This one was once a blacksmith.
Oh. I also love all the different people that got shadow cursed. Like, it really tells you how long this place has been shadow cursed.
Thoughts of baby names. She did not wish for her firstborn to be named after her mother-in-law. Maldred. Ugh.
Maldred. Ugh. That's the one I was looking for. Do you remember the other shadow vestige? The family matriarch who was so happy her first granddaughter would be named after her. Apparently, the daughter-in-law was not happy about it. I'm encumbered already. That's great. Everything's heavy. Oh, Love was like a plum. Little book of poems. Shadow Curse Pilgrim. I wonder if these are pilgrims for Moonrise Towers or just in general. I need the Shadow Mastiff alive and intact. If that is not the case, the second half of your payment shall be forfeit upon your return to Baldur's Gate. I have generously paid a large amount of gold in advance and have supplied all the necessaries you shall require to see this endeavor done correctly. They say you are an unmatched as a poacher. For your sake, I hope that is no exaggeration. Well, it appears to have been an exaggeration. Oh my goodness. Don't mind me. I just want to get the most out of these. I don't need the fish. I would like to dig up the chest, though. Where was it? Oh my goodness. Where was it, actually? Oh, I was standing next to it. Man, I'm so encumbered, I can't even pick up arrows anymore. Someone help. It's because the armor is so heavy. Lae'zel, carry all this stupid heavy junk. Thanks, Lae'zel. You're the best. We appreciate you. Also Astarion for taking everything when I couldn't pick anything else up. Did I get it all? I think I got it all. Oh, that was something else. I gave Astarion that surgeon's amulet because I thought it suited him. There was something else. Lae'zel scowls. She takes pride in her strength. I'm sure she loves carrying all of the team's junk. I'm sure it's very important to her because we just couldn't do without her. Carrying all of our junk. I am already encumbered again. It's fine. Let's look over here. I think there's weave moss up here. Yeah.
Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
Lae'zel, if you could, thanks. Hang on, get a little more. If you could. Thanks. Okay. Oh, Lae'zel is heavily encumbered. It's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Try to keep up now, Lae'zel. What is... It's just, there we go. There's some graves over here, makeshift graves. Hopefully Lae'zel catches up. What is this? Oh, Astarion, come over here. Thank you.
What's that?
It won't budge.
What's next?
Too heavy.
Lae'zel's heavily encumbered, so go ahead and try.
Flaming fist, face smashed. She had enemies, clearly.
Lae'zel is heavily encumbered and stronger than half my team. What be this? It's shield bath. Sure. What's the other thing it does? Here it is. Huddle behind your shield to increase your armor class by 1 and reap up scorching retaliation upon attackers who miss you. When an attacker misses you with a melee attack, they take 1 to 6 fire damage. Oh, neat. That's a pretty good shield. I don't think Speak with Dead works on this one. I've never found it before, but I'm just assuming it doesn't work because her face is smashed. We can try, though. Nope.
The corpse has nothing to say.
I have nothing to say.
Right,
I got my face smashed in. I have no story to tell. Poor woman. Alright, let's I don't know why I thought those traps wouldn't go off. But I thought those traps wouldn't go off.
Indolence breeds madness.
I think Lae'zel just gave up. you buy all my stuff?
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
Please buy all of Lae'zel's stuff. Lae'zel has too many wares for this person to buy. So we'll do it this way. Please buy most of Lae'zel's stuff. Wow, she ran out of gold real fast. Lae'zel is still encumbered.
Take care now.
You weren't helpful. I need
better than nothing
to talk to Halsin. Lae'zel?
Greetings.
Can you take a break?
Are you sure that's the best course of action?
I am sure.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Thanks. Oh, her encumbered went away. I wonder if it was the weight of the gold, because I got all the gold she was carrying. Or maybe it's just because she's not in the party anymore, actually. Either way, let's talk to Halsin. Hello.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him.
Oh?
The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Can it be undone?
Perhaps. If we can find Thaniel's lost half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Something else. That sounds super, super ominous. You're sending me out to look for a needle in a haystack. In the dark.
No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness. Wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely.
In fact, I saw just the sort before. Not long after we first came within reach of the Shadow Curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further. I shall mark it upon your map.
It is already marked on my map. The House with Flowers. It's one of the only places in the Shadowlands we haven't been. Alright, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything. Just say the word.
Join me.
Good. Now our roots can deepen. Together.
Halsin is officially part of the party now.
Oakfather preserve you.
Is Halsin any good in battle? He's a druid. Depends on how you build him. I don't have a lot of experience with druids because I usually don't use Halsin. I've used a different druid to great effect. I met a peer of yours, the druid Jaheira. Do you know her?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You're an archdruid. What could you possibly have left to learn from anyone?
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Defended the Grove, Korga, the Shadow Druids. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
Oh. Halsin's old, by the way. Like, he's an elf, so you can't tell, but Halsin's real old. You've spent all these years fighting the Shadow Curse. What happens once it's lifted?
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
Of course. I only wish you'd joined me earlier.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
What happened before, when the Shadow Curse was unleashed?
Druids and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel.
Aww.
I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning.
Inauspicious? Sounds like you did what you had to, and saved lives.
You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered.
I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet, Halsin.
It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed.
You are.
Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one.
Oops.
What would you like to know?
Man, there's a lot of oops in this video. What do I want to know? Tell me something about yourself I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature?
Oh my god, really?
I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Ha 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 ha, because he turns into a bear. You're fortunate to know what you like. I wouldn't pay attention to what others think.
You're right. Sometimes I think people look at me and imagine my feelings can't be hurt.
Whittling, what do you make?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
So, for Tav characters, like Bellatrix custom characters, the only option here is to say you have mortal fear of krakens, But for some origin characters, the dialogue options are more than that. Like when I played as Astarion, I had the option to say, maybe I have a sweet tooth as well, which got a very amusing reaction from Halsin. But I just wanted to point out that sometimes playing an origin character will get you different dialogue here. I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I've never actually seen one.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're quite large for an elf.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
Any idea how that came about?
Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
How did you come to be a druid?
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Family? Friends? A lover?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The Grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
You didn't answer the part about lovers.
I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes nature needs reminding.
What?
Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape. Only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned.
You know what? I'm sorry I asked. Is there someone in your life right now who's not a bear?
Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve.
Alright, that's
Anytime.
enough of that. That's enough of that for a long time, sir. He needs leveling up. I'm gonna take him to Withers first, though, and have a look at his stats, because I might change them, because I don't know what they are. And rather than pay 100 gold to do it later, might as well just do it now. But yeah, Halsin is basically just hanging around your camp for a long time. You cannot officially recruit him until you wake up Artculla.
I shall be here in thy camp, as thou desire.
He has some dialogue here and there in camp before you get to the Shadowlands. Nothing significant, though. Always take guidance. Always take guidance. Yeah, I wanted him to have more strength. That was the main reason I wanted to come and see Withers. So we're going to take Dex down. We're going to take Strength up. We're not going to be using Constitution as much either. And you won't need Charisma. Like that? Yeah, I think that's more or less what I want to do. Yeah. He's proficient in nature, but it's only a +1 because his intelligence is 8. Give me that. Let's put that in something better, maybe. You're supposed to be a renowned healer. Put it in medicine. There you go. Alright, now let's do his level ups. So, druids can turn into animals. They get their subclass at level 2. Halcyon is special. Halcyon will always have the ability to turn into a cave bear, even though different subclasses of druid technically have different animals that they can turn into. We're gonna go Circle of the Moon because the first time you meet him, he has Lunar Mend, so I think he's supposed to be a Circle of the Moon druid. Yeah. Moon Druid is also a really good druid because they can turn into an animal as a bonus action, whereas all the other classes, Wild Shape is an action. So... Also, it doesn't matter that much what spells you choose. Druids use prepared spells. So... you can change their spells at any time without having to level up. Can he transform into small creatures and get into small places? He can get himself into small places, not the whole party, but yes, I think he can change into a cat or something else small. Wild Strike. Oh, an additional attack in Wild Shape. And the level 3 spells. I don't plan on being a big spellcaster with Halcyon. I actually don't plan on using Halcyon a whole lot, not going to lie. But I wanted him to be functional for at least a hot minute. That's fine. Not going to do anything in particular this level up. There we go. I'm going to multi-class at this point. I am going to multi-class him into Barbarian. That's why I upped his strength so much. Keep going. And we are going to take Wildheart Barbarian. Of course we're going to take Bearheart. Also, it gives you, this particular subclass of Barbarian gives you piercings. I love it when subclasses change your appearance somehow. You don't have to go with the piercings that match your animal totem. And if you want, you can do no piercings at all. But it's a fun cosmetic. I'm gonna keep those, actually. There we go. I'm not going to worry about his equipment for right now.
Halsin is such a delight. Woe to the cultist who tangles with that thick hunk of an elf.
Any idea where we'll find Duke Ravengard now that we've reached Moonrise Towers?
Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
Halsin is only going to be with us very briefly. I just want to take him with us for the completion of his personal quest, which is not going to take long.
A savvy move recruiting Halsin to our cause. While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
You know, I really don't like you. Have I told you that today? Stupid, egotistic Gale.
It's about time Halsin actually stepped up and joined us properly. He's certainly been taking up space at camp for long enough.
I know! What do you make of Kethric's Thorm, now that we've seen him in the flesh?
He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Well then. And Lae'zel?
Halsin's proved himself a fine ally already. He'll be useful in battle, if those tree trunk arms are an indication.
Tree trunk arms. Another reason I raised his strength.
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And glad he's on our side.
Hench. I'm not familiar with this slang term. Is it because I'm old or because this game is from across the sea?
I think I'll enjoy traveling with Halsin. Not for his wit or wisdom. He'll just make an excellent shield if we're attacked.
Is that everyone? Yep. Alright. Let's get a move on. Alright, let's go. I mean, I gathered what hench meant. I just was wondering if I wasn't familiar.
We rallied here once, years ago, before the assault on Moonrise Towers. The Archdruid at the time spoke to us all, inspiring our courage. He was a fine leader.
I was saying something before Halsin interrupted. I gathered what it meant. I just wasn't sure if I wasn't familiar with it because... a UK slang. Yes, that is why. Where am I going?
Once,
if I go
you could hear
this
nature's
way...
symphony in this place. Now, it is quiet. Quiet and dead.
Well, Halsin's quite chatty now that he's
I can make some
actually on
animal
the Tim.
noises if it will make you feel more at home.
Complete well enough as it is.
Ooh! It does not appear that Halsin and Shadowheart get along very well.
Hells. The curse has torn open the ground itself.
You know, we've walked past this way before. I need to be down there. Mission accomplished. Alright.
She was no fun. All I wanted was to play.
Hello?
Someone's coming. Someone new.
Oh god.
I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek.
That's him. Like an echo of Thaniel, remolded by the curse. We need him if we're to put a stop to all of this.
Will you play with me?
Oh. I know who you really are, and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Daniel.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Like it or not, you don't belong here.
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Where are you going?
A slippery little bugger, isn't he? He'll be looking for somewhere safe. Somewhere where the shadows are nice and strong.
Well, I guess it's because I brought Halsin. Usually he makes you play a couple of games of hide and seek with him before he leaves. But I guess since Halsin was here and recognized him as the other half of Thaniel right away, he was just like, I don't want to play with you anymore. So, what's this do? Oh, actually, you can keep the rotten carrot.
Still alive, so that's progress.
It's not hard to play hide and seek with him. The first game, he just runs into a corner and you have to pass a perception check to find him because he's invisible. He'll make you play another game with his mommy and daddy, and you just have to hide, and if you run right back in here while hiding and without being caught, he'll reappear right here where he was before. And now I seem to be in a battle. If you don't go through the portal, I think you'll find him here. We're at the fountain in Rythwen. I think you'll find him here normally if you don't walk through the portal he took. The characters actually sometimes talk like, oh my god, he left, we have to find him. And I'm just like, there's a portal, friend. Just walk through the portal. Fireball? Fireball. He has a little shield protecting him personally, but the shield will take damage either as you attack it or as you attack the shadows that are around here. What do I want to do with you, Halsin? Let's do spike growth. Actually, that might work to our advantage. Let's do it right here. I don't know if spike growth will even work on the shadows because they're shadows. But on the off chance that it does... See, there's the dome taking damage. Oops. Oh, it looks like it does damage the shadows, because I think one of them spawns, like, right here. I don't want a wild shape Halsin because I don't want him in bear form for the scene that triggers after this. Oh, I got rid of spike growth because I started concentrating on a different spell. I'm smart. It's fine.
You want to play? Let me show you my favorite toy.
Oh my god, it's a shadow owlbear. That is terrifying. Can you kill that? Kill it, you can do it. That's the shadow heart we all know and love. There we go. Why don't you throw some smites around? Wow. Nicely done, Bellatrix. Yeah, there you go. You need to get the Spirit Guardians going again because those things I think only have 1 HP. So all you have to do, yeah, is walk over and say hello.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing? I had everything I've ever wanted right here. And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
You don't have to leave. All you have to do is lend Thaniel your strength.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
Nobody's to blame here. The curse tore you two apart. Now you can be reunited.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
Of course he will.
So I wouldn't have to be alone anymore. He'd stay with me. Play with me. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it.
Well done.
Are you crying? You're a bit big to be crying. But I suppose that's okay. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
It's done, at last. Soon the land will be unshrouded. We should return to Thaniel when we can.
Oh hey, inspiration for me. I think, oh my gosh, that's a lot of inspiration. And I think that is the entirety of the Shadowlands map, friends. Also, can we just appreciate this map for a hot second? Look at this. I'm going back to Last Light. We should talk to Thaniel about whether or not the Shadow Curse is truly broken.
Better than nothing.
All right. Off we go. That was pretty much all I wanted Halsin in the party for, by the way. That's basically all we're going to be doing with his quest for... I don't know if it'll complete now, but if it doesn't, it's going to be a long time.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
Oh. You know, it's really, really weird to hear a child say that.
Oakfather preserve you.
I need you to stay
Wherever
here.
you need me.
That would be here.
I'll be right here in camp. Take care out there.
Thanks, you too. I do wish there was more to do with Halsin. I mean, he's not an origin character, so I don't expect him to be fully developed, but like, that's basically his quest. He can't be with you until you wake up Art. And now, mind you, I could have done this differently. I could have come straight here and then taken Halsin with me to the creche, or come here through the creche and then taken Halsin with me to the Underdark, but like, for the most part.
Greetings. It is done.
Alright, we're going to take a rest. And then get a move on. All right.
How's the barricade coming along?
But yeah, I was hoping there'd be more dialogue taking Halsin to meet Oliver. It's a little
See if
disappointing.
There's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
I hear Halsin has a lot of quips, or rather, I hear Halsin is supposed to have a bunch of quips in Act 3, but apparently they're broken since the last patch. Hopefully that gets fixed soon as well. But I hear Halsin, as of the last patch, is eerily silent in Act 3.
Take care now.
Alright. Let's go.
Our asses.
Oh, I don't seem to have triggered. There's definitely a waypoint over here, but I don't seem to have triggered it, which means we're going to have quite a long walk. Let's go. Let's go from here. I think this will be, if not the shortest, the easiest to remember walk to over there. I don't know how I missed the waypoint over there. It looks like all of the map is unlocked, just not the waypoint. And I'm pretty sure there's a waypoint over there. I suppose I could be wrong. But now we just have an awkward walk over there. Here's where Oliver will be if you don't walk through the portal. I mean, he's here even if you do walk through the portal, but here's the area you need to get to if you decide not to walk through the portal. Oh, goodness. Alright. We'll be there shortly. But yeah, Act 2 is probably not my favorite act. It is definitely one of my favorite aesthetics. I like the goth look. Not a huge fan of the kind of Silent Hill vibes that I kind of get when I'm here. Really hate everything to do with the House of Healing and the morgue. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's not a waypoint over here. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought there was, though. Oh well. That's a wall. Just walking into the wall. Mausoleum entrance. Ooh. Nothing so spooky like a big old mausoleum.
Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Form's will alone. Not wanted. Not needed. Leave.
Well, that's creepy. I'm guessing this is some version of the magic mouth spell.
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
Aww. Diary of Ketheric Thorm, Volume 1. A journal spanning years, beginning with the birth of a child and ending with what appears to be a series of dateless tragedies. How can she be gone? Where did she go? The Moon Maiden cannot be so unfeeling, so cruel. Not toward her most devoted servant, not after Melodia. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I won't survive it. That much I know. Forgetting is the only possibility, the embrace of oblivion, the reprieve of nothingness. It would not be possible for a man to survive knowing what he knows, knowing what can be lost. Shar understands that. Hers is the only mercy I can comprehend. My mind is full of holes, yet not enough. The emptiness, the time, the nothingness, and still I remember it all. There is no mercy in this beating heart. There is no mercy in life at all. Well, I guess we know now why Ketheric turned from Selûne to Shar. That's sad and depressing.
Bones everywhere. Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
Diary of Ketheric Thorm, Volume 2. Forgetting evades me in this infinite darkness. Balthazar is my own source of the barest comfort. The thought that, perhaps, she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None except its mastery. Balthazar's words have never felt more promising.
Ketheric Thorm's ancestors, desecrated and arranged into foul artworks. But why?
But why? Let's look on the other side. Oh, goodness.
That's the symbol of Merkel.
The symbol of Merkel. God of necromancy. Diary of Ketheric Thorm, Volume 3. Melodia would understand if she knew my aim. She too, I believe, would have turned to Merkel under such conditions as these. Our darling will live again. What kind of man would I be if I didn't raise the world entire for her sake? Well, it seems like Ketheric Thorm abandoned Shar, not for the absolute, but for Merkel, the god of necromancy. Ooh. You gain temporary hit points after casting a spell while in melee. I don't think Shadowheart has a cloak yet.
There's no time to waste.
And that would be a good one for her if she doesn't. She doesn't. Now she does. Cloaks for everyone.
Well, it ends not as bad as it could have.
I just wish the tiefling tails didn't clip through cloaks. It doesn't sound like he was trying to bring back Melodia, though. It sounds like he was trying to bring back somebody else. A small note is squeezed onto the margins of a tome dealing with necromantic rites. General Thorm's orders were clear. In order to find what lies beyond this mausoleum, one must walk in his own footsteps, deed by deed, from splendor to tragedy to infamy, as he put it. B. B is probably Balthazar.
That's curious.
I was gonna say, I know there's a chest in the corner over here. No. I wish these chests showed up better. Always takes a minute for the game to realize the chest is there, despite the chest apparently being there and just buried. Here's a map.
Looks
Gauntlet
like there's a
of
temple
Shar.
under this place, and something deadly sealed inside it.
Oh dear.
An open tomb.
More to this
Empty.
place. I'm
Be
sure of
careful.
it.
Not ominous in
There
the
are
slightest.
Lady Shah's presence is near.
Whose tomb is this?
Susun Elg Oloth.
This is...
So, this is where Isabel was resting, before Daddy Ketherick brought her back.
Yep, Isabel, as in Isabel protecting the Last Light Inn, is Ketherick Thorm's daughter.
Best avoid that trap.
Who died and was brought back when Ketherick started following Merkel, the god of necromancy. There are traps in this room that have already been disabled, so don't worry about it.
This place is trapped.
I'm guessing Balthazar disabled them when he came through, since we know he's here. Moonrise Towers.
That bright tower. It's Moonrise. Or it used to be.
So Moonrise was once a beacon to the Moon Maiden. Push that button. And then over here...
Ketherick Thorm, bowed by grief for his daughter.
And then Ketherick lost his wife and daughter. And was overwrought with grief. And finally...
Trap. Be cautious. Ketherick Thorm, leading Shah's forces. Quite the about face for a warrior of Selûne.
And then finally there was General Ketherick Thorm. You have to press the button in that order.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
By the way. And then we can go farther into this underground temple. But this puts us at just under 3 hours, and I think that's enough for today. So we'll stop here for now, and next time we'll start exploring this underground temple and potentially this Gauntlet of Shar mentioned on that map. So I will see you all next week. Bye for now.